Hi, I'm Laura Gwyn, principal broker here in Oregon, specializing in Salem Keizer and the surrounding areas. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the market update for February 2020. And I narrowed it down to be focused primarily on the Salem Keizer single family residential numbers only, just so that you knew what we were talking about. Currently, we only have 410 active homes in Salem and Keizer, all price points. To give you an idea of what level of shortage that we're really dealing with here, we had 279 homes sell during the month of February. And so 2 months is not enough inventory for us to really stay stable and strong and not drive home prices up. So if you are thinking about putting your home on the market, let's talk, because this is a fantastic time for you to get top dollar for your home. We have a still high buyer demand for all price points. And I'm going to kind of summarize those price points here for you if you're interested. So for the month of February, out of those 279 homes, only 19 of them were below $240,000. You know, for Salem and Keizer, our price point used to be a lot lower, and it has been going up consistently with everybody else. So there just aren't very many sales under that $240,000 price point. I did have one of those, and it did surprise me that I didn't have more people fighting over it. I had a lot, but I was always, I always want more. So if you are looking for a home under $240,000, make sure that you're working closely with a very aggressive buyer's agent that's really looking at all of the homes, both on and off the market. There's a process for that. Between $240,000 and $300,000 in Salem Keizer, 89 homes sold. In this price point, you can expect to get 1,300 to 1,500 square feet, ranging anywhere. Our year build ranges anywhere from 1950 to 2015. Those newer homes, maybe being infill lots in not as highly desirable areas. And then the older subdivisions, those 50s, 60s, and 70-year built subdivisions, those are pretty common in that price point. And they, if sellers are preparing their home and they're not unloading a pile of deferred maintenance, if they're good, clean, solid, well-suited homes and they're ready to come to market, they're getting about $200 a square foot. That $300,000 to $400,000 price point, they saw the largest number, 100 homes during the month of February sold in that price point. That's a pretty big spread for Salem Keizer, between $300,000 to $400,000. There's a big difference between a $300,000 and a $400,000 home here. And I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone that priced their home properly and all of the realtors that had the homes, the listings completely filled out, the homes properly marketed and exposed with a professional photography, professional videography, and used all of the tools available to them, because 50% of those 100 homes actually sold in under 30 days. And I looked at all of those, and it was not because those sellers got lucky. It was not because there's just this huge buyer demand and everybody's fighting for the little bit of inventory that we have. There wasn't that much drama. It was because more and more people are aware of the importance of having their home priced correctly when they come on market, day one, and having everything possible done, all their repairs, all their painting touched up, professional staging, just no deferred maintenance showing whatsoever. You don't want to get me started on that. That's a whole nother video. 25 out of those 100 sold in under 15 days. 25 sold between 15 and 30 days. 36 of those 100 were over 30 days on market. Only 14 took more than 100 days to sell. So those folks, they were maybe trying to be a little bit aggressive in their pricing or something else. There's a lot of variables. but they experienced $20,000 to $30,000 price adjustments before they finally got their home sold, and it took them over 100 days. But all in all, we had 100 homes sell during the month of February between $300,000 and $400,000. And the next price point up is the $400,000 to $500,000 market. And for Salem and Keizer, that buys you a pretty nice home. There were 41 homes sold. Only 7 of those sold in under 2 weeks. One of those was mine. That seller worked extremely hard. They probably worked for 3 full weeks to get their home ready to come to market, and they had multiple competing offers and had it sold in a couple days. But the majority of the $400,000 to $500,000 price point people sell in 14 to 45 days on market, and only 10 of them took 45 to 120 days. But the good news, even in that upper price range, nobody went over 120 days to sell. In that $500,000 to $675,000 price point, 19 homes sold during the month of February. And then between $750,000 and $900,000, there were 3. Get my other finger up there, 3. And then we only had 1 really high priced. It was just under $2 million. That's very uncommon for my market. And so I'm just jokingly referring to it as the unicorn. So not an average price point for my market. You know, we sell more of the 300 to 400 and 400 to 500. And then, you know, there are more and more homes selling in the upper price ranges. But the bulk of our population and homes are in the $300,000 to $400,000 or $400,000 to $500,000 price point. If you have a home to sell, please talk to me. I would love to talk to you about everything that you can do to make the most money possible and have the shortest time on the market, because nobody wants to have people through their home for those physical showings. It's horrible to go through. And I always joke that realtors should have to move every 5 years just to keep the paint fresh. So if you have a home to sell, please know that we have tips and tricks for it. And we're extremely organized, and we have a proven system and process for getting your home sold for the highest dollar in the least amount of time with the least amount of inconvenience. 7 out of 8 of my listings in the month of February sold in less than 1 week, and they were sold over list price, and they averaged $11,000 over list price. So we do sell homes for top dollar. We work really hard to get homes ready to come to market. We make sure that people get help having all of their deferred maintenance taken care of, paint touched up. You know, we don't live like the homes are looking when they're on the market. There's an entire process for that. So just please look around your house and know that, yes, it's a lot of work, but if you put in the work up front, you get a lot more bang for your buck. You'll make more money, and you'll have your home on the market being disrupted for a lot less time. So if you would like my tips and tricks, please contact me directly. I'm Laura Gwyn. I am an Oregon licensed principal broker, and you can reach me at 503-585-0802. Have a great day.